Okay, hope you can hear me. Hope it's coming through loud and clear. Let's get going in a minute. Let's go. It's better the light on and light off. Can I have it on there? Okay, so let's get going. You'll notice I've already made a start on the biggest canvas that I've ever done. I don't know what I was thinking, truth be told. But hey ho. So I've just taken a canvas from the works down in Morecambe, and it's been covered in a black gesso. It's been allowed to dry, and then on top of the black gesso, once it was dry, I've added no base layer in terms of there's no liquid clear or liquid white or anything like that, but instead I've just done oils, so there'll be no liquid clear, which is what I usually put on there first before adding the colour. So in the middle here we've got some cadmium yellow, and we've got some phthalo green in the top right that you can probably see coming through there. We've got some alizarin crimson towards the middle at the top, and then I've done some blue, some phthalo blue in the top left there. And down at the bottom, I've just done mainly phthalo blue as well on the bottom half. So that's underneath there. The reason I did start it was A, I wanted to check it would work, and B, I don't think I'll get this done in an hour. And I know obviously people do want to watch it in less than an hour, ideally. So anyway, what I've then done is I've taken on the fan brush some titanium white, and with the titanium white I'm just going to essentially scribble it onto the canvas. So I'm just going to start just like that, just twisting the hands. Just like that, get a little bit more. Just pick up my light. Okay, clean the fan brush. I think that should be enough on there, really. As always, I've got my brush beater outside in the fresh air, so I'm not having to breathe in all the horrible smells from the paint thinner. And then I'm just going to take the 2-inch brush, and I'm going to just start to make circular motions on the canvas with a dry 2-inch brush, and that will start to give us our celestial effect. So I'm really enjoying doing these at the minute. So a nice effect, really connect those there together. Really simple to do, but really effective, which is great. Okay, just going to dab it off on some kitchen towel every now and again, the brush, so I'm not taking up too much paint onto the brush. So you can hopefully see, or you'll be able to at the end, but you can be able to start to see where these colours are merging. So we're going from the cadmium yellow into the alizarin crimson. Go back down, get some more, and I'm just mixing it around like that, really. Yeah, this is looking good so far. We're going to put maybe a moon in. I'm going to do a bigger moon than I've done previously. And the reason why is obviously it's such a huge canvas. It would make sense to do a large moon. So I'm just turning circular nice motions with the brush. Okay, I'm getting all the colours in that sky. Fast now, I think. Excuse me, also that train goes by. If you can hear in the background, maybe a train line. That sometimes comes past. Okay, so we're just going to step out here to take a look at it all, see what we think. And then I'm just going to lightly go up and down, maybe just try and take some of the brush strokes out. I don't think I've ever had to go sideways like this. This shows how big it is. It is huge. This canvas is huge. But that's part of the fun, I suppose, isn't it? Okay, so we've got the sky in. I'm thinking maybe a mountain there, moon in the left, and then we'll go into the foreground with some, maybe a stream, maybe a waterfall. We'll see how we get on. But before we do any of that, we need to finish this sky. To do that, we need some stars. So I've just cleaned the brush off, sorry. Okay, put that there. Okay, so for the stars, it's the funnest part of the this method when you're doing the night sky. Excuse me, also just take a quick sip of water. Cool. Right. So we need to get our fan brush, and we need to get our white titanium white paint. So load that up, and then I'm just going to dip it a tiny bit of paint thinner. And then we get our palette knife, and we go like this. And I'm just going to try and do it in the darker areas. So I imagine that's probably where the stars would be. They wouldn't really be in the middle of these northern light styles. I don't know what you call them. It's just a nice effect, you know. Oh. We'll do that there. We'll do here. Okay. Again, I'm just flicking the brush, you know, flicking it. It's on this side. Hopefully, you can see. I'm on the way. It's probably issues with being left-handed, I suppose. No one's perfect. I know. I put a few more on there, right? And they always say, and every time I watch videos of people doing this, they say you can do too much, and you run the risk of overdoing it. And I must admit, it feels like I'm getting close, getting close to it. Let's leave that there. Otherwise, I'll be here all night. So are you. Maybe there's more there. Maybe there's more. Just there. There you go. Right, I'm done. I won't do any more, I promise. Okay. Now that is a good looking sky, I gotta say. Right. Next we have to do our moon. And a little heads up, so the last moon I did was, alright, there you are. So the last moon I did was this size. And I use a cheese ramekin, so an old cheese baked ramekin, and that's what I use for that. But obviously the size of this canvas, it is huge, so we will have to maybe do a bit bigger than a cheese ramekin. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is the lid from this pot here, and that's my the brush beater pot. So I'm just going to whack the lid on the canvas and then do the circular outline of the moon. So we'll have a nice solid moon, hopefully, he says. So I'm going to put my moon right. Oh, decisions there. It's on there now. Oh God, whatever you do, don't mess it up now, eh? Especially you don't want to. This is the part where I found I've not got enough paint on the brush. And that's not going to help, is it? Come on. Ooh. I think we're done. There we go. That was stressful. Okie dokie. So let's get some more paint on brush and let's start filling this moon in. So just to get on the edge and pull. So I'm just pulling it in a spherical way just to make sure I can kind of get that look of it being not just flat in the sky, but it is a big ball in the sky. It's a big moon. Wasn't really exaggerating, was I? Honestly, it was going to be a big moon. Or it could be a planet. It could be whatever we want it to be, because this is our painting. and we can say whatever we want it to be. So I'm just gonna, and what I want to be able to do, so the idea of having the blue there means that should be darker on that side, and then we got more light on this side from the yellows. So the idea would be that's where our light will be coming from. At least that's the plan. Just covering up all those little stars that we made with a flick of the knife and the brush. All those little stars. If anyone is eagle-eyed, you'll see my cap of the day is a certain film reference. So if anybody would like to have a guess at the film that I'm wearing, the significance of wearing it today, or at this time of the year, please do let me know. If you can pop it, I don't know if you can pop it in the chat. Can you pop it in the chat? I don't know. Who knows? Looking good. Pretty pleased with what we're getting so far. It never fails to impress me that you can just paint all this with just, like I say, so far all I've used is that a 2-inch brush, a palette knife, and a fan brush. That's all we have used so far, and that's probably all I'm going to use. Maybe I might use a script liner brush, maybe a 1-inch brush as well, but that's all we're using. You can do it. You just gotta practice at a time, and you'll be able to do this as well. You'll be able to paint this. Also, my palette I'm really happy with. So that is a recycled glass paint. So I donated a painting to a charity event a couple of weeks back at the Trimple Club down in Morecambe, and we had a great day. But I didn't want I framed it, but I didn't want the glass to be on there. So I just took the glass out, and it's been lying in my shed for a couple of weeks. And then I realised, actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea to use that as a palette. So it is just basically what you get in a picture frame. Put a bit of masking tape around the side just to soften it and everything. And yeah, you can reuse it, bit of recycling, which is always good to do. And obviously hasn't cost me a penny, because my other palette broke quite some time back, and I've not had a chance to replace it yet. So I will do eventually, but just not yet. Okay, so this moon is taking shape, and I might kind of purposely leave a kind of that line down the middle there, just to hopefully give it more of a spherical. Yeah, it looks like it's got a bit of a spherical. Spherical, that's a good word. Okay. Perfect. And I'm just going to step back a second so I can see what it looks like. That's something the best that you can do is just to have a little step back every now and again. So have a look. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. If anybody would like to comment, please let me know. So next we will put on some mountains. So I'm going to get my handy palette, and I'll take some blue, some black, some brown, some crimson, mix it up there. I might put a bit of phthalo green in there. I do like this phthalo green, so it's kind of like a luminous type of green, and it does so well in these nighttime paintings. So I'm just going to clean off the knife. Okay, so clean knife, cut across there, then get a tiny bit of paint on the end of the knife there, and let's build a mountain. Let's build a big mountain. Go in there. Put another one here. That can go about there. And I'm not too bothered about what happens on this side. It's just got to be this nice outline that we're looking for, and that will make sure that our mountain has a nice outline. Scratch all that off. And then we'll put another one just there. Perfect. So I'm just scraping off as much as I can. What I'm bothered about is that edge. A nice outline to the canvas. Okay. So back to the 2-inch brush next. And we'll just pull. And then you can start to define your shape, the size. Well, not the size, that's already been defined for us, but you can certainly do the shape. Does it go through this one? I think it does. So I'm just going to put it right down like that. Just pulling it. Again, I'm not too bothered what happens on the inside because we're going to be just blocking that out with colour. I don't know, trees, hills, anything really. And that's worked out well because the size of this canvas actually means that on the back there is a cross shape to support it, and it's actually about halfway. So that's really good that we've kind of already got this halfway done. Perfect. Right, I'm just going to clean this brush off. How are we doing for time? We're not doing too bad. Okay. So next, we need to add highlights to the mountain. And again, earlier I said how the light there is going to be coming from here. So it means our light from on the left. And I am, of course, left-handed. Again, no one is perfect. Let's just put. I'm gonna get all kinds of colours in this. You know, I don't want it just to be normal white on our mountain because it is night, so it wouldn't be pure white, even if that moon is shining on it. So just lightly. Very gently, just. And I'm just holding the palette knife, just my fingers like that. Or try to. I'm a devil for not doing that. But it means that you can just pull it down very gently. And this is it's looking good. We're getting there, I think. We are getting there. Again, we've got some really cool, crazy colours going on here, and that's absolutely fine. It's our painting. We can do whatever we want with it. And again, it shows how unique it can be for painting. This is why sometimes, I always prefer to do made up places rather than existing locations, which I do. I do, and I do enjoy doing it, but I just get a little bit more enjoyment out of doing these because I could just say, well, that's exactly how I think it looks. So, I'm just going to mix up kind of some darker colour there. Let's see how this looks, shall we? I'll start on this side now. I'm just going to add, I do like doing a little bit of, shows a bit more texture if you kind of mix it in with the highlight side of your mountain. It just shows a little bit more texture in your painting. Like so. But thank you for joining me. It's always appreciated. You could be doing so much more with your evenings. You've decided to watch this. And I'm just filling in these shadows on our shadow side of the mountain, and I'm just going to pull it right down so that kind of blocks out And I'm just going to pop a little bit of colouring on there as well. Why not? I'm just going to try and get this a little bit more, so it kind of wraps around there, is the idea. And then you've kind of got a mountain that wraps around. We've got a hole down there. Everything's going on down in there. There we go. But why not? Let's have a bit more fun. Let's have it wrap around here as well. Whether or not that's possible, I don't know. I'll look at this tomorrow and think, no, that looks absolutely silly. Hey, it is our painting. All right. I think we're just about done there with that. I'm just going to clear up a bit of space off the old glass palette, or picture frame palette, technically. And then I'm just going to have a quick drink, quick look at it, see what we think. Okay. Next, we're just got to really set these mountains back. Can you do that? If I just tap, 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 tap. If you've watched these before, you know you have to make the noises. Otherwise, it does not work. So just tap, 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 tap. And that means it works. My wife just does. And then we'll just tap, tap, tap. Okay. Just got some paint on the old brush handle there, sorry. Right, okay, so next up, I think we should make some foothills. So again, I'm just going to do that with some black, some blue, some phthalo green, maybe a bit more. Oh, a little bit of yellow in there, but that's fine. Don't mind that. Then I'm going to make one of them lighter. Perfect. Okay. So next up, we're going to do some foothills. And I'm going to use the oval brush. So an oval brush is this, and I'm just going to tap it into the paint. And then let's start here. So again, I'm sorry, I should really move. I'm just tapping it in. Tap it, tap it up. Like so. And I kind of want to keep this distance, this gap between the two. Maybe just cover it up a bit more there. So your mountain disappears. We've just got a little bit of hair that's just hitchhiked onto our canvas, but we can take that off. There we go. That worked. Okay, and just like that. So we now have one foothill, but we've got to turn it into trees. Again, I'm just cleaning the brush off. Okay, and I'm going to create mistiness. Again, just simply by tapping. And before anyone asks, this is completely made up. I don't really know what I'm going to do next, for being quite honest. I might have a river, a tiny waterfall. I've completely just winging it, which is how I approach most things when it comes to painting. Okay, and then I'm just going to lift up. I'm just going to put that down for a second. I'm literally just pulling up. You won't be able to see, but God, this thing's massive. I've just realised I'm probably going to have to spend half my time either crouching or even on my knees when I get to that bottom half, because it is going to be a right devil to paint. Okay, I've just realised I don't think our chat's connected. I'm really sorry about that. So unfortunately, you can't comment on the live painting. So I do apologise. I don't know. I do like people to comment and get involved, but for some reason, it ain't doing it today. So I do apologise for that. But feel free to comment on Facebook, on Instagram, and obviously on here. Once the video is finished, you should be able to comment like you would any other video. Again, I appreciate you joining us this evening. Where are we? We're there, aren't we? Yeah, I really have done it this time with the size of this canvas. I've got to say, I really have. Ooh. So I'm really just repeating what I did on the previous line of trees, but I'm just doing a little bit lower so it creates distance. We've got that gap in between. And then I'm going to clean that brush off and once again tap it. Okay, and again I'm going to lift up, lift, straight up. Okay. I think this is starting to come together. I'd love to hear people's thoughts, but again, for whatever reason, it's not allowing comments, is it? Let me see if it's any better with the light off for you. No, it's probably not much better, but hopefully by the end, we'll be able to see how it looks. I'm just going to take a quick brush clean break. Okay, right, what should we do next? I'm thinking we need some maybe perhaps bigger trees in the foreground. So again, I'm just going to clear off some space on my palette, but we can use that. I don't want to waste things. Lots of dark colours. Bit more that phthalo green. And I do like that phthalo green. A little cad yellow as well. Okay, that should do us for now. Let's see how we get on with that. So I'm going to get my trusty old fan brush, and I'm just going to do a couple of trees in the foreground. In fact, let's do it like this. Let's do this, if you'll allow me. So, put some trees in here. So they're going to be really distant, these little tinkers. They're very far away. So this could take some time, so I do apologise. How are we doing for time anyway? Goodness me, 45 minutes. We are nowhere near in completion. Now I'd be thinking it was a good idea to do it a little bit beforehand. Should have painted half of it beforehand. Crikey. I'm just doing zigzag motions. And I'm thinking we're going to get closer to us as it goes along. Yeah, why not? So we just tap down so the brush is vertical, and then we take it horizontal and just at an angle there. Just tap, 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 tap. Tap our trees in. There we go. Can't believe, again, I'm not exaggerating when I say this is the biggest painting I've ever done. So I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this canvas, but yeah. Okay, so we've got those there, and then let's So on here. So I'm just wiggling the brush, make sure I get plenty of paint in there. And I'm just tapping down vertically. I'm just going to get a bit more paint, so we'll go for a bit more blue, green, brown, black. Excellent. If you're hearing barking in the background, that is my sausage dog, Debbie, who is currently having a little moment. So I'm just tapping them in. Ah, right on cue. Again, I'm just tapping it in. Tap, 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 tap. Hoping that we can kind of make a distant lake with a river running off it. So let's see what we can do here. Okay. So again, I'm just going to pull up. And down. For reflections. And then pull across. So I'm struggling now with this light. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is, again, you won't be able to see this currently, but it is happening. I promise you that. I'm going to clean this brush off. And some paint there. Okay, got a choppy chop now. As soon as it's getting late. Some white. I'm just going to put those in there. Hopefully we can start to see. Some of the trees there. Okay. Next up, we get some liquid white. He says if you can open the damn jar. Oh, this is embarrassing. There you go. So liquid white is very thin. This is what we would use on a white canvas as our base coat. But using a white canvas, and you just scratch it in. So hopefully you can get the idea now. Different land sections here. Just going along the shore. And then I'm going to get a bit of white as well. I'm just going to pull some down. It's going to be very bright under the moon. Less so on the side there. And then just maybe about the other way as well. Let's go. Why not? Okay. All right. Again, have a little sip of water. Right, we need to make a move. So, let's get some dark colour blocked in before we do anything else. So I'm just getting as much dark colour as I can, maybe a bit of green as well in there. Okay. And I'm just gonna start here, and I'm just gonna tap him. So I'm gonna have one landmass there. Okay. And we can have another landmass here. Why not? Could have another one there if we like. And again, you probably won't be able to see this because of the light, but when we're done, we can share it with everybody. You can see what we've done, and hopefully you will say, wow, that was really good. And if not, well, I'll try harder next time. Key. Again, need more paint. More paint. So I was going to do a stream, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Because I think I'm happy with it just being like a distant just like that. So we've got like the distance. Use the other, an old 1-inch brush there. So we've got that there. Pull it across here. Okay. So we've got a very long shoreline now. Okay, so I'm going to now put in some more trees, a lot more prominent, and we will go here. So again, I'm just tapping down. So I've got the tree. So there we go, there's one. Hopefully you'll be able to see. You can see the top of one tree there, and then we'll hopefully see the top of another coming out now. So again, just using the fan brush. Palette knife. We want to get some white and some Van Dyke brown. So we've got a nice looking tree. And now we're going to put some nice highlights on it and give it some colour. But we do not want it to take all the dark, but it's alrighty. Oh, so next up, I think we shall come over to this side. And let's do a big tree just standing in front of that big moon. Where's our thing? There it is. So let's go there. This guy's going to be a big one. You're going to be a big fella. Remind me to never get a canvas this big ever again. Because this is ridiculous. Let's get a bit more paint on our. That's a bit more paint on there. Okay, so we're doing an hour now. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. This guy's a big fella. Really tap that in. Tripping up my trolley there. Okay. Palette knife. A bit more white, I think, on there. That's better. And then we get some more of this lovely green that we're making, maybe a bit of yellow ochre as well on there. And don't worry, folks, we are almost done. Almost done. One brush clean. And then we need to get another one cleaned. Because now we've got to put that crap in. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll need to sit down after this. I will indeed. Let's get more of a bit of a shoreline violet. Okay, so we're just tapping our grass in next. Just tapping it in, downwards, downwards, downwards. We like to get a bit of red on there as well. Does look good with some red. Tap that into nothing there. That's where our trees would be. It's dark, we can't really see it. Whew. And then, excuse me whilst I get down on, I say one now, on both knees here. Has anybody figured out which hat I'm wearing and the reason why? It says USS Sulaco on the bottom, on the back, which is probably just in front of you right now. So if anyone's got any ideas, pop them in the comments if you can. Again, I'm just tapping like this, and then just tap, 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 tap. And as you know, you've got to do the sound effects. Oh. Thank you once again for joining me here. Hoi! You know, live stream painting. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I've completely regretted getting a canvas this size. Whether or not I mentioned. Just swipe across like so. Okay. Right. We're almost there, folks. We're almost there. Looks good. I'm just gonna again. Oops, a daisy. Well, that's fine. We can just pull that down. Take off our brush, and then we just sweep across. See, just like that. We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents. Okay. Bit more white on this side. How are we doing? An hour and 10. That's not bad. Not bad. Bear in mind, I did do a little bit of prep beforehand. A little bit of prep beforehand. Okie dokie. Put some land in. Just here and there. This is the problem now because I'm having a problem because my palette knives getting caught on the countertop there. Because of course it is. So the hat that I'm wearing this evening is the USS Sulaco. Is a fictional spacecraft from the movie, a fantastic movie no less, Aliens. And I am very excited for the new Alien film, Alien Romulus. So I'm going to be hopefully watching that this weekend. Should be good. I'll let you guys know, you folks know how I get on. It does look terrifying. All right. I think we're done. Oh, I think we're done. What do you think, folks? Are we happy with that? I think I'm happy with that. That's just maybe a couple more little what's going on horizontally. Yeah, I think we're done here. Should have done this bit earlier, granted. We live and learn. Alright, on that little nugget, I think we're done. So I'll be posting this on my social media pages. Please do check those out where you can. Thank you so much for all of your time this evening watching me get ahead of myself, I'll be honest. And whatever you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much. And I will say good night.